All right, I'm back. Hopefully you stuck with me. We're going to give it one more shot here and hope that it shows up where it's supposed to and not where Facebook decides to put it. And it looks like it's going to do the same thing. Oh, good, we're right. Woohoo! Hi! Good, we're right. Woohoo! Hi! Sorry about that feedback. This is Tara with Tarabeth Stamps. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator here in Mid-Missouri. Thanks for sticking with me, guys. This was kind of weird. Here in Mid-Missouri. Thanks for if you're on, give me a shout out. Let me know you're watching. I just want to make sure my photos or my view is working and it's not all cattywampus. So as I said, we're going to make a fun fold card. This is an extended Z fold. And I saw this on Megan Lovin's YouTube. And so basically it's just taking that cardstock and making it extend just a little bit so you've got a really cool fun fold. I'm using a couple of products that are retiring. I'm using Lighthouse Point. That is going to be retiring at the end of April. I am using the Seaside Bay DSP. That is going to be retiring. And it is going on sale Tuesday for 20% off. So this is a gorgeous paper pack. It's available in a 6x6. This is a paper pack you want to have if you don't have it. Then I used Friends Are Like Seashells for the inside. And so this one is going to be retiring as well. So if these are sets that you like, if you're an ocean sort of person, this is something that you want to grab. So we're going to get started. We're going to start off doing some stamping first. So let's see here. Catching you guys up on what's going on with Stampin' Up. We have a catalog. We get to do a pre-order as demonstrators this week. So you're going to start seeing new cards probably as early as Wednesday, made with some of these new products. So definitely be on the watch out. I'll have some stuff here maybe Wednesday or Thursday. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take a panel of Very Vanilla and I'm going to ink up the sentiment from Lighthouse Point. So it says, your light shines brighter than you know. So just a nice overall pick-me-up card that you can make for a friend. And like I said, who doesn't love the ocean? All right, so we're going to give a nice impression there with some Night of Navy ink. I'm going to move that out of the way. Thanks, Susan. So Susan and I were just on a meeting. Our team was kind of going through some of the new things and what's on pre-order and everything. And Susan can tell you that the new card stuff is gorgeous. All right, I'm going to put on a piece of DSP right here on the edge. And it's cut a little bit large, so I added my adhesive to the actual Very Vanilla instead of the cardstock or the DSP. And the reason that I do that is because sometimes when you cut 4 1/8, it's not always perfect. Hey, Karen, did you leave the meeting? Or are you doing both? So yeah, lots and lots of gorgeous things coming out this week. All right, so this is going to be the inside of our card. And now we're going to bring out this lighthouse. So this is a gorgeous, fun set that I'm really kind of sad that we're losing. I haven't had it a long time, but I really love it. Okay, I'm going to ink up my lighthouse with some balmy blue ink, and I'm going to stamp it here on a piece of Very Vanilla. So we'll give it a real nice ink up there. And that's the only time I'm going to need that balmy blue, so I'm going to set it out of the way so I don't accidentally smudge myself. Okay, so this is kind of putting in the painted stripes on your lighthouse. So I don't know if you can see this, but there's a really tall, like thin strip right here up at the top. And so this is supposed to line up with this. So that way you don't want to line your stripes down all the way at the bottom because then it's not going to hit right. Ask me how I know. All right, so we're going to ink this up with the Night of Navy. And because this is a photopolymer set, I can look and see how good that ink up is. All right, I'm going to line that up. And the weird thing about it is it does kind of go off to the side, but that's okay because we're going to die cut it. I know, Karen, I know. Everything I'm using tonight is retiring. So I'm going to miss this Seaside Bay cardstock like nobody's business. All right. Then, I shouldn't have put that Night of Navy up. We are going to ink up the sentiment from the very front. So this is a super easy card that looks really impressive. And I'm all about easy and impressive at the same time. So as I said, I originally saw this fold on Meg Lovin's YouTube. And I was, I need to do this one. Because I do Z-folds a lot, but I've never really done the extended Z-fold. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in my mini cut and emboss. And I'm going to put my stamped images there. And I'm going to take out my lighthouse. And you'll see that you have the dies to create the lighthouse where you don't have to use the stamped image. Or you have the die for the stamped lighthouse. So you can do some pretty cool things with it. And I just noticed there's a die in there that I didn't even know it was there. Because I probably would have used that one. And that was like the clouds. Okay, so once again, if you've watched me before, you know that I love the mini machine. So I feed this in and I'm going to clamp it down tight. And then I'm going to kind of look at where my die placement is and make sure that it hasn't shifted or moved. And then I'm going to get good images. So I really kind of want to look at that sentiment and make sure that it's not going to be cattywampus. So we're going to give it a little crank there. Set that out of the way. And then I'm going to put my dies back on my magnetic sheet. All right. So I think this is all that we have to do, and we can start assembling the card. Throw that away. So I'll put that out of the way. I have a piece. Oh, I do have some more stamping I need to do. Hey, Jamie Sue, thanks for joining. So I've got a piece of crumb cake, and this is measuring 4 1/4 by 11. It's scored at 1 1/4 and 5 1/2. The dimensions will be on my blog tomorrow, so you don't have to write it down or anything. Just make sure you come back and check out Tarabeth Stamps .blogspot.com. So we're just going to do some tone-on-tone stamps with some crumb cake. And I'm just going to add, so when you're doing these collages or just random stamping, it's always best to start with the largest stamp. And make sure you're stamping off a little bit because you're just doing random stuff. And so you work from the largest to the smallest. Hey, Dawn, thanks for joining. You did remember. Dawn and I crafted together last week, and I gave her all sorts of crap about never watching my live. All right, so we're just doing some random seashells. And okay, put the stamp away, Tara. Put the stamp away. You've got enough. All right. So this is ready to assemble. So this is going to be that center panel that we've got going on here. And you know, I could have gone ahead and put some of that on the outside as well. So you could definitely stamp across the whole panel. Okay, so we are going to fold this in half, and we're going to give it a quick burnish. And then we're going to fold that 1 1/4 and burnish it as well. And we're going to fold it back because I didn't fold it right. There we go. That one goes on the inside. Disregard that. All right, so there we are. Okay, so I've got a panel of the Seaside Bay. And once again, this is retiring. It's going on sale on Tuesday, 20% off. You do not want to miss this one. I have, I think, a pack and a half still because I love it so much. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some Stampin' Seal and I'm going to run it right along the back of the flip of the front. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to line my DSP up so that it fits right on the front of the cover, and it's at edge to edge on the sides and then at the edge here. So I did leave a small little a sliver off of it. So it's not measuring exactly 4 1/4. It's like 4 1/8. So then I'm going to carefully pull this down and seal that down. So that's what's going to give us our extension on that double Z. Okay. Now we'll go ahead and adhere the Very Vanilla to the inside. And we're really almost gone. Hey, Karen, you've missed all the fun. We're just about done. So as I said, Tuesday, last chance items go on sale. You do not want to miss that. There's a lot of items retiring, a lot of items going on sale. Remember, if you use my hostess code, you'll get a free item from me no matter what. If you order over $50, we'll let you pick out a $10 gift just as a thank you from me. So definitely don't want to miss out on that. That's a perfect time to load up. The retiring colors have been announced. So we're doing a color refresh, and I'm looking for my twine, guys. I put it in a safe place. And I don't know where that safe place is. Oh, it's under my stamp sets. So it's a great time to bulk up on some of that stuff. The Stamparatus is going away, and I was just informed about an hour ago that it's already gone. So if you don't have a Stamparatus, keep watching. Hopefully they'll be back, but I don't know. I'm a little devastated that one's going. Okay, so I've got some linen thread here, and you'll see that I'm just kind of working it. I'm trying to get those natural swirls from being sitting in there. So what I'm going to do is I am going to take my finger and I am going to do sort of a figure 8 just a couple of times. All right. I'll take my scissors and snip it there. And then I'm going to hold it right there where I crossed in the center. This way I can get it off my fingers, but I can kind of work around with it. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take some seal and put it right across the bottom of the front so that I can take that. And I'm going to put some up a little further because there we go. So don't be surprised if it starts slipping and sliding and coming out. That's okay. There we go. All right, so now I have my lighthouse, and I am going to carefully put a dimensional on the top and one on the bottom because I'm going to leave all this twine here kind of uninhibited. Thanks, guys. I'm glad you like the card. Oh, I can do that once I get it put down. Okay, so I'm going to put that carefully right there on the edge right there. So I didn't do, so Stampin' Right markers, they are replacing these guys. So it's my understanding that they're going to redo this bottom and it's going to be more of a bullet. So they're taking that pen side away. So that's pretty cool. So those will be available in the new catalog. Okay, so the reason I'm using a Stampin' Right marker instead of a blend is because blends are alcohol and they will smear my ink, whereas the Stampin' Rights do not. All right, so I'm just coloring that lighthouse because you know that they've got some lights on up there. Come on. All right, so next I'm going to add my last Stampin' Dimensional, I think, that I have in this pack. And I'm going to put it on the end, and then I'm going to put a little bit of seal down here on this end because this is already sticking up. All right. I'm just going to line it up and set it right there like that. Seal that right across. And then the last thing we're going to do is we're going to embellish this with some of the milky adhesive dots. And I'm sorry, these are already gone too. But I love them and I had to use them just one more time. So if there's things that you want in the catalog, don't delay. Go get them. Go get them. Everything's going to be selling out quick. Be watching next week. I think I'll have information on my paper share for the new catalog. Oh, I didn't do the envelope. Let's do that real quick. So I've just got some coordinating DSP that we're going to adhere to a very vanilla envelope. So there'll be lots of information coming out. If you have a catalog, if you've been a customer of mine, you're going to be on my list for a catalog. If not, place an order today. Place an order tomorrow. Better yet, place an order on Tuesday when all the stuff is on sale. Grab it while you can and get that new catalog in the mail. They will be coming quick. I'm hoping to get them expedited. I don't think they'll do it though. So, but I will definitely be ordering them on Tuesday, so we'll have them soon. Thank you so much for joining me again on Sunday night. I'll be back next Sunday night. I do understand that next weekend's Easter. If you can't make it, I understand, but I'm still going to do some cards just because that's what I do on Sunday nights. And my family, we're doing everything on Saturday anyway. All right, so there's today's card. Double Z fold using the Lighthouse Point, Friends Are Like Seashells, and the beautiful Seaside Bay DSP, or By the Bay DSP, that's going to be on sale on Tuesday. Thanks so much for joining me, and we'll see you next week.